Hi guys, welcome to a quick little full body burner. We are gonna keep it nice and spicy, but pretty quick for you today. I have a ball and a set of weights. I would like you to use a ball as well, but if you don't have one, that is totally fine. You could use a pillow, you could use a bunched up sweater, whatever works. Set of weights, or you can bring your water bottles, you can bring whatever works best for you that is weighted. Choose any style of weight, any style of weight. What am I trying to say? You know what I mean. Any pound of weight, any heaviness you want of weight. Wow, we're off to a good start. I'm using 3 pounds. Use whatever you like. Let's get into it. Hands on all fours. Come into those hands underneath of your shoulders. I want you to do just a little cat-cow of the spine, back up and back down. Little cat-cow. We're here for 4. For 3. Last 2. On your last 1, I want you to take that spine into a nice neutral. I want you to take your tippy toes and tuck them. Also, I'm not wearing shoes today. I've got my little grippy socks. You can wear whatever you like. Barefoot, shoes, doesn't matter. Tuck those tippy toes. I want you to rock your hips back, pushing into those tippy toes, and then come forward. Rock the hips back, push into those tippies, and come forward. Now, what you're doing when you push into those tippy toes, you're just really stretching out that bottom of the foot, that connection of the toes to the foot. We never stretch that out, so give it a little rock. We'll do 2 more. And then on your last one, come back up. I want you to keep those tippy toes tucked. You're gonna bend your elbows slightly, so bring those elbows just slightly down. Nice little bend. I want you to tap your left shoulder. Bring it back, tap that right. You're keeping those elbows bent the whole time you tap. Each time you tap, elbow stays bent. Just slightly pushing into those triceps, holding yourself up with that bent arm. This should not feel easy. This should feel like you're feeling it down in through the shoulder and through that elbow. Little taps, side to side. We're here for 4. For 3, you got it. Little tiny taps for 2. On your last one, hold those hands where they are. Lift those fingertips up to the sky. You're gonna bend your elbows towards each other, lower the elbows down and come back up. You're rocking off of that lifted wrist. So you're dropping the elbows down and back up, but you're keeping that hip up to the sky. We're here for 4 more. For 3. Last 2. On your last one, hold low, tiny pulse, up an inch, down an inch. Little tiny pulses. You're squeezing those elbows towards each other. Lift those fingertips. Your triceps should feel it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Give yourself a little roll all the way back. Stretch out those shoulders. Now, this time, hands stay under those shoulders. Tuck those tippies. You're going to lift your knees up an inch, tap down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. We're here for 8, 7, last 6, last 5, 4, 3, sorry, I'm recovering from being sick, for 2, and last one, hold it here. Hold, hover those knees, open and close for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Big, big stretch. Pull at those arms. Ooh, okay. I want you to come up, face forward. Well, you're facing me anyways, doesn't matter. You're gonna bring your weights in your hands. Now, if you get sore knees, if your knees get it all sore, or you get like, oh my God, look how dirty my mat is. Don't look at it, okay? If your knees get sore or you have bad knees, I want you to fold your mat so that you can take the ball between those knees. We're gonna be on our knees for a little bit here, so I want you to get comfy. I don't want you to be sore or have it be hurting, so bend that mat. Take your weights into your hands. All right, we are going to start with our hips. My voice, I'm so sorry. I really thought I was doing well. We're not doing well. Okay, palms face each other, so they're down by your hips. Squeeze your glutes. So you're pushing those glutes together, push those hips forward. You're gonna bicep curl up to your shoulders, back down to the hips, up and back down. Oh my God, my weights are so cold because I had them in my car and it's now getting cold here. which is so unfortunate. I'm not built for the cold. I don't love it. And so now my weights are freezing in my hands. Love that for me. We're here for 4 more. For 3. For 2. On your last one, I want you to hold them up at 90. You're gonna squat down, push the weights forward. Come up, push those hips forward, weights come to your chest. Squat down, come up, squat back down, come back up. Slow and controlled, push those hips forward. Back out and back in. We're here for 8 more. Last 7. Last 6. You got this. Last 5. For 4. Last 3. You got it. Last 2. On your last one, I want you to hold low. Take those arms. You're going to bring them all the way down to your hips and then all the way back up. Back down and back up. Now, you are not letting those arms just swing. We're not willy-nilly swinging those arms. You're here at the hips to the shoulders. Stop at the hips. Shoulders. Stop at the hips. Shoulders. You got it. We're here for 8 more. Breathe through it. Squeeze those shoulders. Last 7. Last 6. You can do it. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Come on. On your last one, I want you to hold those arms up. Hold them here. We're holding for 4, 3, 2, and drop. Oh my God, give your shoulders a little roll. All right. Next one. Palms face the sky. I'm going to hold, oh my God, I'm itchy. I'm going to hold my weight with just my thumb. I'm extending my fingers long. You can hold your weights however feels good. This just works on wrist strength. So this helps with that wrist strength so that you don't get floppy wrists, okay? Now, you're going to squat all the way down. Right arm goes long. Come up, right arm comes in. Left goes long as you squat. Come in. So you're alternating those arms each time you squeeze those hips forward. There you go. You got it. Lower and lift. Alternate those arms, slow and controlled. We're breathing through it. Deep breaths in through our nose. Exhale out through our mouth. We're here for 4 more on each side. Well done, you got it. Last 3. Big breaths. Don't forget to breathe. Last 2. Come on, you can do it. Squeeze those hips forward. Last 1, each side. Last 1, bring it in. Oh my God, give your shoulders a little rock. Now I want you to take both weights in your right hand. Left hand comes. I want you to take your pointer finger and your middle finger. Find your oblique. Where's your rib? Find that rib. Under your rib is your oblique. You're going to lower down towards the floor. Squeeze those abs back up. Lower it down. Big squeeze back up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Squeeze those abs. We're here for 8 more. Last 7. Last 6. Breathe through it. You got it. Last 5. Last 4. Well done. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Bring it all the way back up. Swap sides. Fingertips find those ribs. Squeeze under the rib. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Really squeeze those abs. Lower and lift. We've got 8 more here. Last 7. Last 6. Breathe through it. Last 5. Big squeeze. Last 4. Big squeeze for 3. Last 2. And last 1. Oh my God. All right. This next one. I'm going to unflip my mat and just turn to show you. You stay where you are. Now, you're going to take your hips. I want you to toss them back slightly. Oh my God, my ears are itchy. Bring your weights into your sides, okay? You're holding those weights up by your shoulders. So your hands are kind of in by your side, weights at the shoulders. You're going to take a big breath in. Push those weights just to your hip. They just go to that hip. Bring them in. To the hip. In to the hip. Back in to the hip. We're not swinging those weights further. We're not going like that. We're just coming in to the hip. In to the hip. We're here for 8. Squeeze those triceps. Move with intention here. Last 7. Last 6. For 5, 4, 3. You got this. Last 2. On 1, hold those arms long. Now keep them at the hip. You're gonna toss them up, stop them at the hip. Don't let them swing forward, okay? Hold them at the hip, toss them up, and down. Stop them at that hip. Don't let that hip swing or those arms swing past the hip. You got it. Toss it up and down, up and down. We're here for 8, 7, last 6, last 5. Breathe through it. 4, 3, 2. On 1, we're gonna pulse. Hold those weights. Pulse, pulse, pulse. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God. Your poor little triceps. My poor triceps. Take those weights to your sides. Bring the elbows into the sides and then have them turned out so you're at like a 45-degree angle. I think that's what it was. I didn't really do great in math, but you get the gist. Your arms are here. Open them up to here. Okay, what we're going to do is you're going to start sitting on your heels. You're gonna come up, open the arms wide, squeeze the hips forward, come back down, open up, come in, open up. You got it. We're here for 8. Last 7. For 6. Push those hips forward, squeeze those glutes. Last 5. You can do it. Keep it up. Well done. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold up here. Hold. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze those hips. Bring it in. Bring it out. In and back out. We're here for 8. 7. 6. Last 5. 4. 3. Last 2. On 1. I want you to hold it out. Tiny pulse for 8. 7. 6. 5. Squeeze those glutes for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring it down. Oh my God. Okay. We are going back into the first round that we did. So those 4-point kneels, we're going to go back into those, but this time that ball stays between your knees. Take your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your tippy toes. I want you to lift your knees up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up and down. We're here for 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold that hover, squeeze that ball for 8, 7, 6, 5. You got this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Lower those toes. I want you to take your arms so that your wrists are directly under those shoulders. Lift up those little pinky fingers. I was going to say pinky fingers. Lift up those fingers. You're going to hold into a little bit of a low tricep dip here. Squeeze the elbows together. Now tap your right shoulder and your left shoulder. I'm doing the opposites, but just do whatever you want. Tap right and left. Keep putting pressure on those elbows. You're leaning into those elbows. You got it. You should feel this right where the elbow connects to the tricep. Back in and back out. We've got 8 more. You got it. Last 7. Last 6. Keep pushing into those elbows for 5. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Hold those elbows. You're staying with those fingertips lifted. Squeeze those elbows together. Lower them down. Come back up. Down and back up. Down and back up. You got it. Squeeze those elbows together. If you don't feel this in your triceps, you're either not lifting your fingers or you're not squeezing those elbows. We're here for 8 more. For 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold tiny little pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God. Stretch all the way back. Big, big stretch. Big stretch. Okay, you're gonna come onto your back. Ball goes between your ankles. Lay down on your back. Oh my God, there's so much hair on my freaking socks. Fix your ponytail so that you don't have to lay on your ponytail. Why do I always do this? I always do such a low pony, and then whenever I go to do my ab stuff, it's like immediately have to adjust my pony. Okay, girl problems, I tell you. Head and neck come down. Adjust your spine so belly button pushes into that mat. Push that belly button down, legs are tabletop. Now what I want you to do is you're going to lift your head and neck, reach up towards that ball, lower. Keep those legs at a perfect tabletop so your knees never come forward towards your chest. Keep your knees above those hips. Keep your wrists, your wrists. It's how you know it's Friday. Keep your ankles in line with your knees. You're gonna take that big reach up towards that ball, back down, up and back down. We're here for 8. Last 7. Big inhale as you come down, exhale to come up. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. For 3. Last 2. And last 1. Take a breather. My abs are already sore. Okay. Legs come back to tabletop. You're gonna crunch yourself up, grab your ball, lower it down. Crunch up, give the ball back to the ankles, lower it down. We're here for 8. You can bring your knees to you as well, but I want you to crunch. So if you bring your knees to you, you still crunch, bring them back to tabletop. Crunch, bring them back to tabletop. Crunch, back to tabletop. We're here for 4 more. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. My poor abs. I don't know how your abs are doing. My abs are dying. Take that ball, put it between your knees. Your arms are going to come long and low, so I want them to hover like an inch above that mat. You're going to tiny pulse those palms up an inch, down an inch. Push that belly button to your spine. There is no air under your back. Tiny pulses. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, in 1. Take a little breather for 3, 2, in 1. Come back up. We're back into those pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze that belly button down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. We're here for 3, 2, 1. This is our last set. Squeeze that belly button to spine. Tiny pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God. I don't know about you guys. My abs are on fire. I'm such a good singer. Oh my God. I don't even know why you guys hang out with me. Oops. Okay. Arms. We've got to finish with the arms and then we are done. We're only doing that 1 set of the abs. We're doing the 2 sets of the 4-point kneeling, 1 set of arms. So take your arms. Oh my God. Take them long. We're going to squeeze our hips forward. You're not going to squat yet. We're just bicep curling. We're here for 8, for 7, 6. Squeeze those hips forward. Last 5, 4, 3. Little breaths in and back out. Last 2 and 1. Hold them here. Squat down. Come up. That was the ball. I did not toot. Come back down. Come back up. Down and back up. Big squeezes of those hips forward. Big, big squeezes. We're here for 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Keep it going. Squeeze those hips for 4. You got this. For 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold up here. Hold. I want you to lower those weights to your hips. Bring them back up. Lower slowly back down. You're not swinging those weights. Remember what we're doing. Moving with muscle, not momentum. You've got 4 more. Big breaths for 3. For 2. And last 1. Bring it up and back down. All right. Face those elbows into your, turn those elbows into your hips. Arms go long. You're going to come all the way up. This time serve forward. Come back down. Serve that left arm. Come back down. Come up and serve. Come back down. So we're doing the opposite of what we did last time. Last time we squatted down and served. This time we're coming up to serve. Big long arms. Alternate those arms. You got it. We're here for 4 more. Each side. Breathe through it. You got it. We've got our last 3 coming up. Well done. Squeeze those hips. Last 2. Big, big reach. Come on. Squeeze those hips. Last 1. Last 1 on that side. Bring it in. Okay. We're fine. Everything is fine. You're going to come up nice and tall. Take those hips, toss them back. We're going into those triceps. Bring your weights to your hips, back up, to the hip, back up. Push those elbows away. So you're really pushing, technically actually you're pushing them in. So when you come back, it's like you're pushing the elbow through your arm. You want to really push into those triceps, in and out, in and out. You got it. Find that little low tilt to the hips. We're here for 8 more. Breathe through it. Last 7. For 6. Keep it up. Last 5. Last 4. 3. Last 2. On 1, hold the weights here. Hold them at the hip. Lift up and to the hip. Up to the hip. You're not swinging those weights forward. That's not happening. Get those weights long. Hip to the hip. Hip to the hip. You got it. Up and down. We're here for 8. Hip to the hip, that doesn't really make sense. It's fine. Last 6. Last 5. Breathe through it. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold them up. Tiny pulse. Tiny pulse. Tiny pulse for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Breathe through it. 2. And 1. Oh my God. Oh my God. Becky, look at her. But I think I literally do that every single time. I'm sorry. Again, I don't know why you're here. I don't know how you like me. Come back up. Take those elbows into your sides. You're going to be up nice and tall. Squeeze those hips forward. Now this time, you're going to push those arms out as you squat down. Bring them in. Squat down. Again, it's the opposite of what we did last time. Out and in. Squeeze those elbows. We're here for 8. For 7. You got this. Last 5. Last 4, big squeeze of those hips for 3, 2, on 1, I want you to hold low, tiny pulse, in an inch, out an inch. Don't rest those heels or don't rest those hips on your heels for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, everybody. Absolutely crushed it. I'm so proud of you as always. I'm always proud of you. I hope you have a great rest of your day and happy Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful time. Go eat all the turkey, all the stuffing, all the things. If you don't celebrate, enjoy your long weekend, okay? I love you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.